James, the grit I felt like your team showed the other night to get down, 1-0, be able to come back and pull out a late win. What did that say about your club? What did you learn about your club after Saturday?
I think obviously very pleased. I think when you look at the togetherness of the group, I think as you say, the grit, the determination, not just to accept a draw, to really go on and try and win the game was very pleasing. But I think our guys have shown that, and certainly in our time here, that that will to win and that desire is definitely there. It's very strong, and it was an indication again as to how strong the group is.
What do you like best about the team? Obviously, you mentioned the grit, but as you learn more and more about them, what are the things that you are enjoying most about them?
I would say the fact that our guys have such a massive strive for growth. I think that's probably the biggest thing. We've got 20 players that are desperate to get better every day. I think that's probably the most pleasing aspect to it. There's nobody who comes in and thinks that they can't get better. I think we all really have a massive passion to get better every day, and that's something that we want. Players who are striving to get better and striving to be the best they can be every day.
Does this team sort of have, a lot of times when you become champion, you sort of have that confidence that it's not arrogance, but it's like we can win any game that we're throwing. Does this team sort of have that confidence?
I don't know, to be honest. I suppose the players are best to answer that. I think they do a great job of focusing on the opponent, making sure that we're dialed into what we need to do, and then showing tremendous intensity in the game and going to get a result. I think that's the biggest thing that they show, and that comes from the training because they work so hard in training. The guys definitely leave it all out there in training, and that allows them to then go on a Saturday or whenever the game is to go full floor down and really get after people.
They've been so tough to score against. You guys have been so tough to score against so far this season. What are you seeing on that end of the field?
I think there's been some good passages of play. I think again, I've said this a few times, I think the defenders get a lot of credit. If you look at how hard our attacking midfielders work, the two lads, the two holding midfielders, the wing backs, it's a combination. The striker, you look at the distances that they all cover, I think they deserve enormous credit. So for us, it's always about the whole group. But we've been pleased with generally how we've been playing. I think there's still some aspects we can be sharper on, but all in all, we can be pleased so far.
You guys are off to the best start in club history. How much stock do you put into that, and what does it take to keep it going?
Nothing. Honestly, I just look to the next game. This business of the best one, I have no interest in any of that. We're fully dialed into Atlanta. Very good young players, a lot of pace in the team. Be a really good game. They're beating themselves, so it'll be a very tough game for us. But we're looking forward to it.
I know you mentioned that it's very clear to you that you have the goal-scoring talent to carry this team throughout the year, but now we're on to 6 different goals and 6 different goal scorers. How much is it a testament to you guys' versatility so far?
I think it shows you the character of the guys. I think when you look at, we've got multiple players that can step up and score and do. I think the beauty that we have here is we've got such a together group. Everyone really buys into what we're trying to achieve. Everybody really pushes each other. You look at the guys that came off the bench, the impact that they were able to have on the game. There was a desire for them to really go on and help their teammates and really push. And that's what we need. We need that sort of spirit and that type of character and that mentality through the course of the year.
Not every team has that unselfish mentality. Where does that come from for you guys? Do you think it's just the guys that you've picked? Do you look for that when you're coming up with a team?
No, definitely. We try to make sure that anybody coming in has a good understanding of what the culture is. I think we work a lot on putting your teammate first. We spend a lot of time trying to develop the culture and trying to make sure there's good understanding of expectations. And then the players and the coaching staff, we all hold each other accountable to making sure everyone stands true to what the culture is.
There's a lot of talk around the league of Louisville being unbeaten, but Atlanta quietly unbeaten through 3 games, now just 1 win and 2 draws. But have you seen a whole lot of Saturday's opponent?
Yeah, I've already watched quite a bit of them. I'd say they've got good young players, a lot of pace in the team. It's always hard with an MLS2 team to know which personnel will play against us, but they've made some really good signings. They've got, as I say, some exciting young players, and we've got a really good academy there, as well as really good people in Atlanta. Going from Darren at the top to Carlos to Paul, to Rob. I used to play with Rob Valentino, so there's really good people there, some really good coaches, and you can see how they've played. They've got good understanding of what their philosophy is, and they've got good players. Yeah, you can see why they're unbeaten.
Now, their leading goal scorer, John Gallagher, a product of the University of Notre Dame. How much have you spoken to Chris Hubbard on potentially facing his old teammate?
Well, yeah, I mean, we were actually hoping John wasn't going to get picked up in the draft, because we've seen him the last couple of years. So we've seen him. We know he's very dangerous, very quick, he can score. So we're aware of his traits. Yeah. I mean, he's a good young player. I mean, again, he's done well. I think the first game he scored a couple of goals. So they've got players that are very, very capable.
Now, you've got your legs underneath you through 4 games, but really only 1 road trip, and it was a local road trip. What do you foresee in terms of having to go the distance to get to Atlanta this weekend?
Hopefully, this weather improves. We don't get any travel delays. That's the first thing I hope. I mean, you're never quite sure in Atlanta when you land there with the traffic either. So I hope it's pretty smooth sailing. If it's not, I'm going to blame you.
And then finally, outside of Richard Ballard, any early injury news or team updates?
And we've been dealing obviously with the issue where we've had Pat had a groin, Luke had a groin, George had a hamstring last week. So we've got multiple players that are carrying knocks that we're trying to get through. Hopefully, as I say, we can get a break in the weather. We need to be a little bit more consistent in the training fields that we use. Obviously, we've gone from turf to grass, and I think that's probably played an impact on the guys with the niggles and their injuries. So, our hope is that we can stay in the training field this week, and that we can manage to get a little bit more consistent in the surface that we use to train, and hopefully it'll have an impact then on helping the guys.